Good evening, little dreamers. Welcome to our underwater adventure tonight. I have a special story about a little mermaid who discovers that true courage comes from within. So snuggle up, get cozy, and let's dive deep into the magical ocean world. Once upon a time, deep beneath the sparkling blue waves, lived a little mermaid with shimmering purple scales and flowing silver hair. She was the smallest mermaid in her underwater kingdom, with a voice as sweet as a melody carried by ocean currents. Every morning, the little mermaid would swim through colorful coral gardens, greeting the friendly fish and collecting pretty seashells. She loved exploring the ocean, but there was one place she never dared to go: the dark caves at the edge of the kingdom. The dark caves were mysterious and filled with shadows. All the young merfolk were told to stay away because no one knew what lived inside them. The little mermaid always swam quickly past the caves, her heart racing with fear. One peaceful morning, while the little mermaid was playing among the swaying seaweed, she noticed something strange. A tiny sea turtle was swimming frantically in circles, looking very worried. "What's wrong?" asked the little mermaid, swimming closer to the troubled turtle. The sea turtle looked up with sad eyes. "My baby turtle has wandered into the dark caves. I'm too big to fit through the entrance, and I don't know how to save my little one." The little mermaid felt her heart beat faster. The dark caves, just thinking about those shadowy places made her fins tremble. But the baby turtle needed help, and there was no one else around. "I'll help find your baby," said the little mermaid, though her voice quivered slightly. The sea turtle's eyes brightened with hope. "Really? Oh, thank you. Please hurry. My little one doesn't know about the dangers of the deep ocean." Before she could change her mind, the little mermaid swam toward the dark caves. As she got closer, the water grew colder and the sunlight began to fade. The entrance to the caves loomed before her, a large, dark opening in the rocky ocean floor. "I'm scared," whispered the little mermaid to herself. "But the baby turtle needs my help." Taking a deep breath, she clutched her favorite seashell necklace for comfort and swam into the darkness. Inside the caves, the little mermaid could barely see. Only tiny specks of light filtered through small cracks in the rocks above. Strange shadows danced on the cave walls, and unfamiliar sounds echoed around her. "Baby turtle," called the little mermaid, her voice small in the vast darkness. "Where are you?" As she swam deeper into the caves, the little mermaid noticed something magical happening. Her seashell necklace began to glow with a soft, golden light. It illuminated the path ahead, casting away the scary shadows. With renewed courage, the little mermaid continued her search. The glowing seashell led her through twisting tunnels and past mysterious sea creatures that watched curiously from hidden corners. Finally, she heard a faint sound, a little tap tap tapping. Following the noise, the little mermaid found herself in a small cave where the baby turtle was trying to climb over a pile of rocks. "There you are!" exclaimed the little mermaid with relief. "Your parent is very worried about you." The baby turtle looked up and made a happy little sound. It swam right into the little mermaid's arms, grateful to be found. "Let's go home," said the little mermaid gently. Using her glowing seashell to light the way, she carefully navigated back through the winding caves. But just as they were nearing the exit, they heard a low rumbling sound. Small pebbles began falling from the cave ceiling, and the water started to swirl around them. The cave was collapsing. The little mermaid felt fear rising inside her again. But she looked at the baby turtle's frightened eyes and knew she had to be brave. Clutching the baby turtle close, she swam as fast as her fins could carry her. The rumbling grew louder, and larger rocks began to fall. The little mermaid dodged and weaved, her seashell glowing brighter than ever. With one final burst of speed, she shot out of the cave entrance just as rocks crashed down behind them. Outside in the safe, clear waters, the parent turtle was waiting anxiously. When the turtle saw its baby safe in the little mermaid's arms, it swam over joyfully. "You did it! You saved my little one." The parent turtle nuzzled its baby lovingly. "How can I ever thank you?" The little mermaid smiled, her fear now replaced with a warm feeling of pride. "I was happy to help, and I learned something important today." Word of the little mermaid's brave deed quickly spread throughout the underwater kingdom. All the sea creatures gathered to hear her story, how she had faced her fears and rescued the baby turtle from the collapsing cave. The wise old octopus, guardian of ocean knowledge, approached the little mermaid. "Your courage has brought light to the darkest places," said the octopus. "The magical shell around your neck has always had power, but it could only glow when carried by someone with true courage in their heart." The little mermaid looked down at her seashell necklace in wonder. It still shimmered with a faint golden light. From that day on, the little mermaid was known throughout the kingdom for her bravery. She no longer feared the dark caves or any other mysterious places in the ocean. Instead, she became an explorer who helped other sea creatures whenever they were in trouble. And every night, as the ocean waters grew still and quiet, the little mermaid would hold her glowing seashell and remember that true courage doesn't mean having no fears. It means facing your fears to help others even when you're scared. So remember, dear children, we all have courage inside us, just like the little mermaid. Sometimes it takes a challenge to discover how brave we truly are. When you feel afraid, think of the little mermaid and her magical shell, and remember that the light of courage shines brightest in the darkest moments. Now close your eyes and dream of sparkling oceans and magical underwater adventures. May your dreams be filled with courage and kindness. Good night, little ones, until our next wonderful story.